Shelter in place, day 12. I'm going to jump right in today and ask you all a question. Do you know who was born between 1965 and 1980? Generation X, that's who. Extra credit for you if you got that right. Now, a lady never tells her age, but who are we kidding? I am not a lady. So I'm going to tell you I am 47 years young, born in 1972. Great year. Year of the rat, if you follow stuff like that. This is also the year of the rat, 2020. So anybody who is born within the year of the rat is smart. Smart. Which is kind of ironic because myself and my other Generation Xers are considered spoiled, lazy, kind of no-gooders. We are the sandwich generation in between the boomers and the millennials. Now, two distinct and opinionated generations on their own right. It's uncomfortable in the middle of the sandwich. There's a rub there. We are underappreciated. So I thought, first of all, let's dig in a little bit and define a Generation Xer. So I went to my trusted resource, Urban Dictionary. Generation X, the generation born right around the end of the 1960s baby boomer cultural takeover. Basically anyone born after 1965. Dylan going electric. And before 1977. So you'd have to be at least 1 year old when Star Wars came out. The title Generation X was designated by the media to indicate a distinct group population for marketing purposes. Generation X members are generally considered laid back, slackers, market savvy, having been inundated by the mass media and MTV since their preteen years, prone to psychological disorders, the first generation with a majority to have grown up with absent or divorced parents, and considered less important than baby boomers who are BTW, the egomaniacal bastards to make the distinction in the first place. Sheesh. Generational trends, however, suggest that Gen Xers are smarter than people think, more capable and hardworking than expected, and will eventually rule the world by lining up the baby boomer bastards against the wall when the revolution comes. I think the revolution has arrived, my friends. So, if you feel like me that Gen Xers are really thriving right now, shining their lights out in the world, holding it down, let's take an opportunity to look at what makes us who we are and as strong as we are. Come and knock on my door. I've been waiting for you. Number one, latchkey kids. We were left alone day after day after day to fend for ourselves. We know what it's like to spend time alone. We're not sweating it. We were self-isolating before it was a thing. 2, Little House on the Prairie. I love that show. I watched it over and over and over again. I wanted to live during that time, and here, you know what, I kind of am living during that time now. I can milk me a cow if I need to. I can sew some shit. I can braid this weave on a good day. No problemo. Number 3, I can live on the basics. Give me a Capri Sun, some Cheese Whiz, a Ritz cracker, and some Cool Whip, and I am good to go. Number 4, turn in that rotary phone, turn in the dial on the television on the boob tube. Shout out here in the Bay to channels 2, 36, and 44. That got us limber and ready to go on all this technology. We're hanging, not sweating at all. 5, I'm a California kid. Grew up in California during the drought in the 1970s. The worst one that I have lived through, maybe on recent record. If it's brown, flush it down. If it's pee, let it be. We had our mantras. You know, so toughen up, buttercups. Keep it simple. Number 6, words. A lot of that verbal filler that probably just drives you crazy. You can thank us for that. Like, I mean, whatever. Really. So today really is about giving credit where credit is due. GenX marks the spot. So go out and give a Gen Xer an air hug today. Or if you are a Gen Xer, just give yourself a hug. Feels so good. And just know, no matter what generation you are, I love